Hello writers, this is Mr. Raphael. We're in our last week of working on the young author stories. In this video I want to share with you how to format your document and to remind you that you need to do your dedication page and about the author. We're looking at my haiku page, we're looking at the resources block here, and under formatting your fiction story I have the information on how to format, and then below again you'll see 3 models of some really good fiction stories that other 4th graders have written in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the formatting your fiction story and bring up those details. So when you click on that link, here's the document that pops up. I'm asking that you scroll to the bottom and look at the margins here. And I'm going to show you how to go into your Google Doc and create these margins. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so here's a Google Doc, and this is a Google Doc that has not changed the margin. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If you go over here to File, you click on File, a window pops up. I'm going to ask you to go all the way to the bottom and you'll see Page Setup. Go ahead and click on Page Setup. When you click on Page Setup, you have your margins here. Okay, so if you were to go back and look at the numbers that I gave you for each margin, you would then go ahead and plug it in here. So I know that the top is supposed to be 0.5. So I'm going to click in the window. I'm going to hit the delete key and get rid of that 1. And then I simply type 0, point is the period, 0.5. That's my top margin. Bottom margin, I click in the bottom margin window, hit delete, get rid of the 1. And this is 3.5. We want a big margin at the bottom because I'm going to be cutting your paper. We click in the left margin area, get rid of the 1, type 0.7, and then we go down to the right, hit delete, get rid of the 1, and this one is 3.4. So those are your new margin settings. Click OK, and then you'll notice that your document changes. Notice how your text moves all the way over to the left. So we want a small margin on the left. This is the part that gets glued into the book, and then we're going to chop away a lot of this white here on the right hand side so that it fits into your book. So I need you to go into your documents and go ahead and make those margin changes. So next I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and create your title page. All I'm going to do now is put my cursor in at the top of my page, and I'm going to hit return. So I move down a line. Notice that your indent went away. If your indent does go away, just hit the tab key and it comes back. Then I'm going to put my cursor back at the top. And I want to make sure that my cursor is all the way over to the left, and I do that by making sure this button is pushed. But then I'm going to move it over to the center because I'm going to center my title. Okay? So you type in your title, and we're going to make this a size 18 font for your title. I'm going to call it, this is the kidnapping. We don't want it underlined, so I'm going to get rid of that. I would hit return 2, maybe 3 times. Type by. If your text is showing up the way you want, in other words, this is underlined right now, I don't want it to be underlined. Just highlight it and click the U up here and the underline goes away. Okay? And then you type your name. Okay? This shouldn't be underlined here, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. Okay? Now, what I'm going to ask that you do next is just create a new page. So put your cursor here in front of the quotation mark. All you're going to do is come up here to Insert, and you're going to insert a new page or a page break. If you scroll all the way down, you see Page Break. Click Page Break, and now the beginning of your story is here, and this is your title page. I'm just going to hit return a couple of times, and there's my title page. And here's the rest of my story. Now you still need to do a dedication page and about the author page, so I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom of my story. Okay? Once I get to the end here, I need to insert another page break. Insert, come up here to Insert, scroll all the way down to Page Break. I'm going to center again. Here's the center button up here. This is the dedication page or dedication page. Notice that it's centered. it's only a size 14 right now, so I'm going to highlight it, change it to 18. Okay. And when I hit return here, one of the things you have to keep in mind is notice that your cursor is still centered. Your cursor is still centered because this button is still depressed. Okay, you see that? But when you type a paragraph, you don't want it centered, so you have to come back up here and click on the first button that says left align. Hit left align and you start typing your dedication page. When you're done typing your dedication page, I'm going to ask that you hit insert again. You need one more page break. Go all the way down to page break here. And this is going to be about the author page. So right now it's left justified. We want to center it. Type about the author. Hit return. Again, after you hit return, you have to click on this first button to make sure that your paragraph gets left justified or left aligned, and then you go ahead and type it. Okay? So again, in this video I showed you how to change your margins, how to type your title page, and how to insert page breaks so that your title page, your dedication page, and your about the author page all appear on separate pages. So please try to get this done in the next day or two, and then when we come back into class on Wednesday the 25th, if you could have made all these changes, that would be great. Okay? Alright, writers, good luck with all that, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.